In today's video, we're going to talk about the 7 steps to buy a house. Coming right up. Hey there, my name is Philip Randolph. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Coastal Area Partners. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me today. On this channel, we talk all about where people live, work, shop, and play in Savannah, and maybe some real estate topics too. Now let's get back to our topic today, 7 steps to buy a house. Step number 1, pre-qualification with a lender. Find yourself a great local lender in your community to sit down and talk to. When you talk or meet with a local lender, they're basically going to take a snapshot of your current financial situation. They're going to ask about your income and all your debt, including car payments, student loans, or whatnot. This will help them to determine your debt to income ratio, and there's 3 reasons why you need to do this. First reason is they need to find out how much you can afford and what that estimated monthly mortgage payment might be. The second reason is when you begin to work with a real estate agent, they will know how much you can afford, therefore only searching for and showing you homes that are within your budget. The third reason is when you find that right house, you need to be able to write that offer immediately, knowing your pre-qualification has been completed, and in today's market, the agent representing the seller sometimes may request that letter to accompany your offer. Step number 2 is find a good local realtor to represent you as a buyer's agent. A good realtor is going to walk you through this process step by step from start to finish. From searching for homes, coordinating the showings, writing an offer, and negotiating the final terms of the contract, they are there to protect your interest in this process and answer any questions you may have. Step number 3 is where the fun begins, the home search. This is the time to sit down with your agent and discuss what you're looking for. Basically your wish list. How many bedrooms and bathrooms do you want? Do you want hardwood flooring, granite countertops, and stainless steel appliances? Are you looking for a 1-story ranch or maybe a 2-story for a growing family? What areas of town or certain kind of community are you looking for a school for your kids? And most of all, how much of that budget do you want to spend? Keep in mind, there's no perfect house out there. We like to use what we call the 80-10-10 rule. Basically, you find a house that meets about 80% of what you're looking for, 10% you can make changes to, and the other 10% you can live with for now. Okay, so we found the right house? Good. Time for step number 4, write an offer. Now is the time the agent will sit down with you and discuss the components that will accompany a great offer. These could include an earnest money deposit, your due diligence period, any contingencies you may have, and an estimated closing date. Once your agent submits your offer, they will be in close communication with you during the entire process that may require further negotiations until you reach a final agreement. So they accepted your final offer? Great! Now we move on to step 5, due diligence. Okay, due diligence. This is the time where you as the buyer have the opportunity to completely vet the property you just made an offer on. So what happens during due diligence? I'm glad you asked. As a buyer, this is your chance to do things such as a home inspection, termite inspection, well water, septic tank, and in our market, we check to see if the house is required to have flood insurance. Due diligence is typically 10 to 14 days, but this is something you can negotiate in your offer. Once all of your inspections have been completed and before your due diligence period ends, you will sit down with your agent and discuss what repairs you might request from the seller. Alright, time to move on to step number 6, walkthroughs. Okay, so the time between the end of your due diligence period and the time to do walkthroughs may be several weeks, just depending on your closing date. If you negotiate repairs during due diligence, I would typically hold my first walkthrough about 5 days prior to closing. This would give me and my client the chance to review the repairs and make sure they meet the terms of the contract. On closing day, I like to schedule my final walkthrough about 1 to 2 hours prior to closing. This would give me and my client the chance to walk the property and make sure everything is in good working order and there are no surprises once the papers have been signed. Alright, step number 7, closing day. Real estate closings in our market here in Georgia are facilitated by a local real estate attorney's office. Attendees may include you as the buyers, your agent, the sellers, their agent, the local lender or mortgage broker, and don't forget the attorney. So over the course of about 30 to 45 minutes, you'll sign lots and lots of documents, and then they'll hand you your keys. Congratulations, you own a house. If you like this video, check out one of the other videos on the screen now. More information about the process of buying a home. And I'll see you on the next video.